Number 14, a forest ranger in a 140-foot observation tower sees a fire moving in a direct path towards a lake. The angle of depression to the fire is 3 degrees and the angle of depression to the lake is 8 degrees. To the nearest foot, how close is the fire to the base of the observation tower? So this is similar to one that we had before on worksheet 27, except for it's just asking how far is the fire, which is out here, to this base. So it's just wanting this distance here. Okay, so we're going to call that x. Now remember, angle of elevation and angle of depression are congruent to each other. So if this angle here is 3 degrees, then this angle here is also 3 degrees. And if this is 8 degrees, this angle is 8 degrees. Remember, the further away the object is, the smaller angle of depression it's going to have. So the fire will have, or angle of elevation. The fire will have a smaller angle of elevation than the lake to the top of the observation tower. So this question is just asking us to find x. So we're not even going to use the 8 degrees. That's just some added information for this problem. So to find the distance from the fire to the observation tower, we are given the opposite, which is the 140, and we're trying to find the adjacent. So that's tangent. So we're going to do the tangent of 3 degrees is equal to the opposite over adjacent. Since x is in the denominator, we're going to divide these two. So x is equal to 140 over the tangent of 3. So x is approximately 2,671.359 feet. Now, this question is asking us to round to the nearest foot. So for this answer, we would say it's 2,671 feet and be done. But I'm going to go ahead and keep this problem going and pretend that it's asking how far is the fire from the lake, this part right here. So in order to find that part, we're going to have to find how far the lake is from the observation tower. So I'm going to call that part y. Now, this is not what this problem is asking for. This is just some additional information, basically a separate problem to help you with maybe one you might see later on. So this time, we're going to do the tangent of 8 degrees is equal to 140 over y. 140 is your opposite, y is your adjacent. Since y is in the denominator, you're going to divide. So that's 140 over the tangent of 8. And that is approximately 996.152 feet. Now, the reason why I extended those decimals out is because if you had rounded those to the nearest foot and then turned around and used those later on in the problem, which you will, to find this distance here, which we'll call that z, you have the potential of being further away from the exact answer. So I went ahead and went out a couple place values just to be safe. Now, you can do that, or we could say, if we call this z, then we know that z is going to be x minus y, and I know what x equals and I know what y equals. So I could just type that in the calculator, and I could do 140 over the tangent of 3 minus 140 over the tangent of 8. And I could type that whole thing in the calculator and not have to worry about these decimals that I came up with earlier. And so rounded to the nearest foot, this would be approximately 1,675 feet. And this is how far the fire is from the lake. Okay, so this is the fire to the lake.